Good morning. My name is James Reginald Colimon. I was told that today I am Giacomo. Buongiorno a tutti, benvenuti a tutti. È un onore essere qui con voi oggi per alzare la bandiera e dare inizio al mese del patrimonio italo-americano qui a Boston. Questo è un momento per celebrare non solo la vibrante comunità italo-americana nella nostra città, ma anche il profondo impatto che gli italo-americani hanno avuto sulla storia e il tessuto della nostra nazione. I have the great pleasure of serving as Deputy Director of Global Affairs and Protocol for Mayor Michelle Wu in the Office of Economic Opportunity and Inclusion, and it gives me a wonderful pleasure to share this wonderful moment with you all for this year again. And I have the great honor of introducing the sponsor of this wonderful event, the one and only one, Councilor Gigi Coletta Zapata.
Thank you so much, Reggie. I think Reggie speaks 7 languages, so I can't top that. But benvenuto a tutti, everybody. Grazie mille for being here. I just came back from Italy, so I got a few phrases in my pocket. As Reggie mentioned, I'm Gabriella Coletta Zapata. I'm a proud 4th-generation Italian-American serving District 1, which is East Boston, Charlestown, the North End, and the Wharf District. And I know that we have a lot of residents here, so thank you so much for coming out. Thank you again for taking time out of your day. I'm thrilled to be joined here by my colleagues in city and state government. I'm proud to be standing here with our mayor and a friend to the Italian-American community, Mayor Michelle Wu, who we'll hear from just in a short while. My colleagues, Senator Lydia Edwards, Rep. Aaron Michaelwitz, Representative Adrian Modero, my colleagues on the City Council, Madam President Ruthie Louis-Jean, Councilor Ed Flynn, Councilor Sharon Durkin, Councilor at Large Aaron Murphy, and Councilor John Fitzgerald. Am I missing anybody? Okay. We also have former electeds Joe Boncore in the audience today. I see you, Joe, always showing up. And my predecessor and mentor, former City Councilor Diane Modica. Thank you so much for being here. I also want to thank Consul General to Italy, Arnaldo Minuti, for being here as well. Thank you so much. So as it's been mentioned, today we are recognizing October as the start of Italian American Heritage Month and raising Il Tricolore, I hope I got that, to honor our history and the people who worked to build this city and this country. National Italian American Heritage Month was first recognized by Congress in October 1989 as a tribute to all Italian Americans' contributions to our nation and to highlight the cultural impacts of this community. Here in Massachusetts in 1998, then Governor Paul Cellucci and members of the legislature passed a resolution affirming October as Italian American Heritage Month at the state level. Thousands of Italian Americans from Liguria, thousands of Italian immigrants from Liguria, Campania, Abruzzo, Sicily, and Lazio regions have made their home in Boston neighborhoods beginning in the early 1860s, especially in the North End, East Boston, Brighton, Hyde Park, and South Boston. Boston has always been welcoming and inclusive for all immigrants, but especially so in my district in Eastie in the shipyards in the early 1900s. Our shipyards opened their arms to those who made their way down the gangway after a long and noble journey in search of the American dream and the prosperity that came with it. This includes my own great-grandparents, Alessandra Severino and Carmine Gaeta, who migrated here in 1909, and we recently found their immigration papers. It was absolutely beautiful to see that, who made their way up the Golden Staircase in Jeffreys Point and settled on Cottage Street. They are the reason my roots run deep in East Boston, and I'm so grateful to have been raised by my parents, and by the way, my father is here at Coletta. I'm so grateful to have been raised by my parents in Italian traditions and customs passed down through the decades. I know my story mirrors many of yours, and we all feel the same necessity to continue our ancestors' legacy and to do right by their memory. Italian Americans have been and still are an integral part of the social fabric here in Boston. We are proud to have a long legacy of civic involvement and charitable giving. We have had a sitting mayor, Mayor Tom Menino, judges, Judge Farina, who I know is a mentor and friend to many of us here, elected officials, business owners, and community leaders participate in the start of many philanthropic nonprofits. Our ancestors literally built churches and orphanages, all to contribute to the greater good and to help those who were less fortunate. Let's not forget that they also band together even in the toughest of times. Italian Americans in the turn of the 20th century were vilified and labeled other. Many were denied citizenship after literacy tests sought to deny anyone who couldn't speak English. Reflecting on that history, and I'll close with this, it is essential that we name it in these spaces and remember to appreciate our progress and just how far we have come. And within that context, see our ancestors and the humanity in those just starting their own journey in search of the American dream. I'm so grateful to be here and to honor our progress and the beautiful contributions of all Italian Americans who came before us to ensure we had a better life. Thank you all so much, everybody. It is now my honor and pleasure to introduce our mayor, Mayor Michelle Wu.
Grazie. Buongiorno a tutti. Benvenuti nella Piazza del Municipio. We're very, very happy to celebrate this important annual tradition with you all, with so many honored guests and friends. Thank you to all of the elected officials who are here from our City Council, the State House, the State Senate. We're grateful to your predecessors who are here with us as well. And of course, those who helped put this event together. The committee, thank you for all that you're doing to make sure that Italian American heritage is celebrated in every space in Boston, and that we in City Hall Plaza are also raising Il Tricolore to make sure that we recognize all that our residents do to make Boston a better home for everyone. Thank you, Consul General Minuti, for all that you do and your partnership, and reminding us that this is an ongoing relationship between the City of Boston and our partners in Italy. From the first Italian immigrants who crossed the Atlantic in the 19th century to the proud, tight-knit Italian-American communities that continue to shape our city today, we are grateful that our community has been built on a solid foundation. For more than 150 years, families from every region of Italy have made their way to Boston. Families that built homes and businesses and community organizations in Brighton, East Boston, Hyde Park, South Boston, and the North End, and throughout other neighborhoods. The truth is that Boston didn't always welcome them. They faced discrimination and adversity with courage and compassion, and endured to become an inseparable part of Boston's identity. So much so that today, the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Italy has named Boston one of just 3 worldwide capitals of Italian creativity in 2024. Next month, here in Boston, we'll be celebrating this honor with a 2-week-long Festival of Italian Creativity, art exhibits and film screenings, performances and workshops showcasing the many forms of Italian creativity that flourish here in our neighborhoods. This past summer, I was lucky enough to witness that creativity at its source. In the honor of a lifetime, I was invited to join Governor Healy and a delegation to visit the Vatican and share with Pope Francis and other world leaders some of the climate work happening in our city, and to hear about the ingenuity in action across Italy and around the globe. After the summit concluded, I had the opportunity to visit a few additional Italian cities with my family. I met the mayor of Rome to discuss the cultural, economic, and academic bonds that our cities share. And I was honored to sign a declaration of intent establishing a partnership between our cities to formalize and strengthen those bonds. We also visited Sulmona, a city deeply connected to our own North End. And we also made a stop in Corregno Osogno so that my kids could see the streets that their great-great-grandparents grew up playing in. And I was struck by the similarities I noticed, by the ways that Italian cities reminded me of Boston and our home. The rich blend of historical significance and modern innovation, the walkability, piazzas reminiscent of our squares and plazas, the central role they played as hubs of art, culture, and learning, and their vibrant immigrant communities as well. It's not just Italian creativity that's thriving here in Boston, it's Italian culture and community. And it's thanks to all of you here today that the many Italian-American families, business owners, public servants, and artists call Boston home are making our city a stronger one every single day. And so now I am honored to present the official City of Boston proclamation. I won't read every one of the whereases, but it summarizes some of the important history that we recognize with the Italian-American community and Italian immigrants who began coming to the United States and Boston hundreds of years ago. And so therefore, I, Michelle Wu, Mayor of the City of Boston, do hereby proclaim October 2024 to be Italian-American Heritage Month in the City of Boston. Okay, I'll pass it back to Councilor Coletta Zapata.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much for that, Mayor. It is now my great honor to introduce Consul General to Italy, Arnaldo Minuti.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Mayor Wu, for having us today here, and thank you for all the state authorities and city authorities for their presence. And I'm here with the representatives of the Italian community to mark this important day. So, you know, October is the Italian-American Heritage Month. Thank you so much for all the recap that has been done of the story that led to this important achievement. This is particularly important today because this year we celebrated 25th anniversary. So it was recalled that in 1999 the governor, the state governor, signed this proclamation announcing proclaiming October as the Italian Heritage Month. So this is for us an important moment. I'm here representing the Italian government, and I would like really to express our deep thanks for what the City of Boston is doing today, because for us, it's really for us, the Italian government, and I'm also taking the cap of representative of the Italian community here. It's really an important moment that we celebrate today, because what we celebrate today is the result of a long history of sacrifice which led to the great success of the integration of the Italian community here in the United States, here in this city. So thank you again. Thank you so much for celebrating with us today, and we are happy to celebrate with you. And again, I'm closing. Thank you also, Mayor Wu, that you recalled this important achievement that we have this year, been appointed as capital of Italian creativity. So we are really proud to bring to Boston this Festival of Italian Creativity, which will take place in mid-November here in Boston. Thank you. You will be all invited. You are all invited. Again, thank you so much, and let's celebrate the October as Italian-American Heritage Month. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Consul General. I'm also happy to say that we've been joined by my council colleague, Julie Mejia, who represents At Large. Thank you so much for being here. Now is my favorite part of the program. We have very special guests here today from the Elliott School. Can we have them come out? Give them a warm welcome. They're so excited to be here today. Every single year they come here to sing the American anthem as well as the Italian national anthem. And just for my colleagues up here and for those in the audience, as they are singing the Italian national anthem, that's when we will raise the flag. But we'll start with the American anthem. Thank you all so much for being here.
prossimo anno c'è da davvero il lento, facciamo tutto noi. Lei sarà un po' occupato di tutto il mondo. L'abbiamo già fatto prima. Grazie, Sindaco.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, as the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? You did very good.
Start us off with the
Rotaggio, no, io
Fratelli d'Italia, l'Italia se sta, di Scipio, c'è città la testa, dove la vittoria ritorna
Let's give them a round of applause. That was incredible. Thank you so much, Elliott School. We're so grateful that you could be here. Thank you to your parents and teachers. That concludes the program, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Please stay for some refreshments that we have. We have cannolis from Mike's Pastry, but happy Italian Heritage Month here in Massachusetts. Thanks so much, everyone.